Well, hello and welcome to another very spooky episode of the Curious World of Mr. Ray. I'm your friend and host, Mr. Ray, and this is the show where I like to show you all the things that make up my curious world. And this week, I have quite the lineup as ever. It's all horror for the next couple of weeks to come, and this week is no exception. We're going to pick up where we left off last week. We had Jeepers Creepers was the final movie on the playlist. This week's playlist, we're starting off with Jeepers Creepers 2. For me personally, it was a superior movie to the original. It's not too often that happens, but honestly, I kind of preferred the sequel to the original Jeepers Creepers. After Jeepers Creepers 2, why not? I thought Jeepers Creepers 3. It was another excellent movie. There is Jeepers Creepers 4 available on YouTube, but I wouldn't recommend it. It wasn't particularly good, but the first three installments of the Jeepers Creepers franchise were really fantastic. So they're all now available in my playlists, in my Halloween special playlists. So hope you check out all the Jeepers Creepers films for free on YouTube. Uh, After that, we've got a fantastic little. I've got a fantastic little short lined up for you. Don't want to tell you too much about it, but if you remember the Gushers ads from back in the day, I think you'll get a good laugh from that. After that, we've got the fantastic Warlock films. The first one with Richard E. Grant. Both of them have Julian Sands. Julian Sands very sadly passed. But he was actually he died of exposure while on a hill walk, but he was eaten by wolves, and that's pretty rock and roll if you ask me. He would have always been remembered for his amazing body of work, but how many people have been eaten by wolves? That's pretty. That's very very Halloween and very in theme with his entire career. So, uh, after that, there's after the Warlock films, there's a little short that talks about the autopsy of what they found of Julian Sands, all very macabre and Halloweeny. So, hope you enjoy all of the stuff that uh, Julian Sands uh, did. I've shown him a few times throughout the course of the channel, and you'll be seeing him again in the future. I was a big fan of Julian Sands, and it was quite a shock to find out not only how he went, but what happened to his body after. But if you're an old school goth like me, it's pretty rock and roll. So, uh, after Warlock 1 and 2, we have House 1 and 2. Once again, the first one's fantastic, starring William Catt. Now, I forgot his name the last time I mentioned him because he was in Great American Hero, which was a show that I mentioned very early in this channel's history. I mentioned him, but I forgot William Catt's names. But he's fantastic in House, and House 2, just a really really funny horror film. I know. Yeah, 80s horror films. They had their own thing going, and House 2 was just so incredibly 80s. It's awesome. But after that, some more 80s comedy horror with Munchies. Really happy that I managed to find this when I looked it up on YouTube. So really hope you enjoy that. After that, we have several of the Hellbound movies. Very sadly, the first film is far too strictly copyrighted. I couldn't find it anywhere on YouTube, not in parts, not at all. But what I was able to find, amazingly, was both the second, third, and the fourth installment of the Hellraiser trilogy. Sorry, uh, and the Hellraiser trilogy is just. I know the first three are fantastic, but the other ones, they were all worth watching. Maybe they didn't quite hit exactly the same tone that the first movie did, but they're excellent films. So I've got everything up to Hellbound, Hellraiser Hellbound, which was the fourth installment. After that, we're gonna finish off the playlist this week with another guilty pleasure of mine. I've mentioned the director before, Ulu Ball. He directed In the Name of the King, which I've mentioned before on the channel. Well, he also directed these films, Blood Rain 1 and 2, and there's the Blood Rain 3 as well. I'm pretty sure Ulu Ball had a hand in all of these, but there I think there were fun films, obviously based on the computer game, and they were just really fun. They're really fun, trashy movies, and I thought it would be a great way to end out the playlist this week and set us up nicely for next week's playlist. And after that, it's Halloween. So enjoy the movies, and I'll catch you at the end, folks. See ya.